experience, what would you recommend to someone who's been prescribed oxygen therapy?
Hmm. So I put a lot of thought into this, and I basically thought about it from my mom's perspective. If my mom was prescribed oxygen therapy, these are the two main things that I would demand. And the very first thing is a portable oxygen concentrator, without a doubt. My mom's very active, and she goes to grocery stores, she goes to the farmers markets, she's doing artwork in art studios. Obviously, she has doctor's appointments, things of that nature to get to. And if you're looking around this big old tank all the time, that's going to make things way, way, way more difficult. We hear that all the time from our customers. So if you're interested in having the ultimate freedom, essentially, there's no reason why you should have to skip any beat just because you got put on oxygen therapy. And so I have no real idea as to why somebody would go with a tank as opposed to a portable oxygen concentrator, unless it was just because they didn't know these existed. All right. Number two, and something that's a little bit more supplementary, is a local provider. Something to consider is that when you get prescribed oxygen, this isn't some sort of a short-term relationship, especially if you're billing insurance, because you can bill these to insurance just like you can bill these. Um, it's a long-term relationship. And so if you have a local, reliable provider that can um, answer questions. You can actually go in the store and look them in the eye, right? If something goes wrong and there's an emergency, they have a 24-hour emergency on-call service to get out there and fix the issue, swap out the concentrators if they need to, and basically make sure that you have all the supports you need, I guess you could say. So if I was going if my mom was prescribed oxygen therapy, without a doubt, number one, portable oxygen concentrator for her freedom and to continue to have a lifestyle that she loves. And then number two, I would try and find a local provider that could bill this to her insurance or provide her the support that she needs.
Sounds great. So for someone who's starting therapy, what are the next steps?
Well, for this area, since we're a local provider, fill out the form below. It all starts with a conversation. It takes like 30 seconds, but what we need to do first is just, okay, let me have your insurance information, and then we know what your options are. And we put a lot of time and thought into this. So if for some weird reason, due to the complexities of insurance that we all love, if for some reason we can't bill your insurance, then what we're going to do is pre-qualify you for the lowest rate I've ever seen online. It comes out to be about $2.29 a day. I would say that's a very, very reasonable price to pay for your freedom.